we're going to add drippings to this sauce, but not until the end. So you won't see me put much salt into it. The reason why is because the drippings are going to have a lot of salt. Now the drippings for this particular brisket are not going to be exactly like Angelo's, because Angelo's mostly uses this right here as a salting agent for their briskets, so therefore it goes in there afterwards. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. But also too, we don't know how much of the drippings we're going to use, so that's the other reason why we wait until the end to adjust our salt level by adding the beef drippings. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on an onion to saute. When you smell the garlic, Joey is going to add, add 2 cups of apple cider vinegar quickly. Okay, put that over there. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire. Now, in order to extract the most out of our spices, we're going to put them in now. That is 3 tablespoons of pepper. This is 2 tablespoons or more of chili powder. This is a combination of onion powder. That's 1 teaspoon each of onion powder, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder. Good. Still more on there. Go ahead and throw that cup of coffee in there. That's coffee. And we're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, now we're going to stir that and make that funky for about 10 minutes. We don't want to boil it too much because we don't want the vinegar to go away. Okay, would you agree that we're ready? I also threw in a bay leaf. So we've extracted a lot of that flavor out. Now it's time to add my tomatoes. So we're going to be adding, Joey, this is 3 cups of V8 juice, original. Okay, set that over there. 1 can. Now normally, this is 29 ounces, so we're a little short. Normally I use the 32, I think it's 32.5 carton. So throw that in there. And then we're going to wash those out. Put them over there. And then this is 2 cups of ketchup. Good. Now set that over there. I de-slurried this stuff, so that's the remainder of all the stuff once we've run a little water through it. Now we're going to stir that, and the only thing I want to add is, you shouldn't do this if you're using the Lawry's on your brisket. I'm going to add a little Lawry's salt, and then we're just going to simmer it. Don't taste it now. It's not going to taste right because you remember you got to add those brisket drippings toward the end. Defatted brisket drippings. And this is going to upset some of y'all, but this is actually what they add. I'm going to add just a touch of liquid smoke. And to take the bite off of it, I'm going to add about 4 tablespoons of this molasses.
Go.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all the molasses or all the sugar that's going to be in there. That's it. Okay, now, come on, focus. Okay, now what Joey's doing is he's scraping the bottom, making sure he doesn't feel that viscosity from the molasses. We don't want it to burn on the bottom. What do you think? You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what we're going to do is, you see this eye right here? I've got it on its lowest setting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm only going to push it about that far back, so it's not directly under it. And we're just going to let this simmer for a while. Process this on jus. The thing about this sauce is, in recipe you don't add any salt, because at the end you're going to add drippings. And that adds smoky flavor and everything. It's just so damn awesome. So the sauce I made the last time, it is an incredible sauce. And I tell the story, I've been obsessed with this sauce for my entire life. It's kind of a knockoff of Angelo's barbecue sauce in Fort Worth, Texas on Camp Bowie. I haven't strained it. I don't particularly want to, but it's got the brisket drippings inside of it, but you don't add that to the end. And oddly enough, it has V8 juice in it. It's a very tomatoey, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Very tomatoey, vinegary, lemony, but not sweet in any stretch of the imagination. Matter of fact, there's no sugar at all in here. There is molasses. It's coffee. And I remember pouring this over damn...
barefoot serpents too. Outside in the cold distance, a wildcat dig ground. To ride it approaching, and the wind began to howl.